Tracy Nurse clocking in. I just got into work and this is my assignment. Okay, let's talk about this, right? When I was a liberal, I believed this shit. I believe, it's crazy how narratives can like literally take over your mind and you don't even know. Before AI, my algorithm was just, I'm ashamed that I was a liberal. I'm dead ass. I'm ashamed, bro, because of what liberalism the Democratic Party has turned into. I'm ashamed, bro. I really am. But I digress. This is retarded. The SAVE Act is common sense legislation, and I would say the same for gun rights and gun stuff. It's like universal background checks, common sense legislation. This is common sense legislation. It's leaving it. The SAVE Act is basically leaving overall, and this is just a rudimental explanation. Please look it up yourself. It's leaving the states to pick out to assert how they want to basically make sure everybody is legally registered to vote with the right ID and the right information. Okay, that is a very common sense. There's no reason to be voting against it. The only reason why the Democrats are voting against it is for politics. They want to know the Democratic solution to winning the midterms is to show how much they've resisted Trump. Because the only thing that they can do for you is resist. They can't talk about affordability. What are their plans? They have a website and it says it on their website, but you don't hear any of their prominent figures talking about it, right? What's the Democratic plan to help Americans on affordability? To get people to make yourself feel safe, to make a country feel safer, to do all these other things that pays attention to the common man like me, the law-abiding citizen that goes to work every year, and pay their taxes. We don't matter to the Liberal Party. That's why a lot of people have left the Democratic Liberal Party. Having said that, it's like the SAVE Act is a common sense legislation, and now they're trying to make it seem like it's racist. And for a long time, I thought, because being in the liberal echo chamber, I was like, oh yeah, I'm black, I'm oppressed, or whatever. Yeah, Martin Luther King, all that shit, or whatever, right? But the truth is, the statistics do not support the claim. Less than 2% of all black people in America don't have any form of government ID. Less than 2%. That's non-driver's license. What the Democrats and the liberals are is a false narrative that is surrounded on driver's license. Yes, not all black people drive cars. Not all black people have a state driver's license. And even then, those numbers don't support the claim enough for me to give a fuck. Less than 20%, that's 18% of the black populations don't have driver's license. But less than 2% don't have any form of ID. So to sit here and pretend like black people don't have any form of ID, right? No form of ID is basically to say that that all black people here are here illegally. Because people who don't have IDs most of the time are illegal immigrants, and I know that for a fact because they come into the ER. Okay, they don't have a social security number. At minimum, every American born in this state have a birth certificate and a social security number. Yes, things may happen when you change places and move places or whatever it is, but that's just that. It's racist. It's a false narrative. They're just obstructing to obstruct. They're just resisting to resist. Each state, the SAVE Act allows each state to pick and choose how they're going to go about delivering this information and collecting this information for people to be able to legally vote. They're leaving it to the states. There's no government mandate. The government is overall just saying, hey, make sure everybody has a government issued ID and that they're Americans, and then before they register to vote. If the Democrats cared about the voting process, if the Democrats were the good guys, if the Democrats cared about black people and their right to vote, instead of trying to push against this legislature, they should be get out to vote campaigns. They should be registered to vote campaigns. They should be going door to door and making sure that everybody gets their papers and have the right. The Democrat leaders of those Democratic states should be able to understand their constituents and say, okay, the government is giving me this mandate. How can I fit this mandate, which the government's allowing you to do, fit this mandate in order to deliver to my constituents, my poor, oppressed black constituents who can't get it. They don't have a car, they don't have internet, they don't have a thing. This is under your state. If you're a Democrat watching this, a Democratic voter, if you're a Democratic councilman, that's happening in your state. This is, if you want to actually care for black people and getting their vote to be secured, securing the black vote, there's other ways you can do that other than resisting Democrats. But the truth is the Democrats don't care about your vote. They just want to resist Trump. They don't care about your vote. If they wanted to get the vote, you would be seeing a harder push to say, okay, you want the stupid SAVE Act, Trump? Got it. Okay, here you have it. Let's go and, all right, Democrats, let's go and sort of coalition to make sure everybody has their birth certificates. Let's make ways and pathways of who can retrieve them in their state. All can be happen at the state level. The state has a lot of control under this bill. So all this bullshit that the Democrats are saying, it's bullshit. It's not racism. It's not anything. It's really looking, this conspiracy, but it's looking like they want to replace your vote. I know that's rhetoric, but it's more and more, I'm looking, you're voting against common sense legislation. You're voting against all these things that is simple, and not just simple, but the overwhelming majority of Americans and Black Americans, 73% to that matter, actually agree with that legislation. So what are you voting against? What are you pushing against? It's okay if you want to hate Trump, but like you're not gonna win over constituents by just you're showing people that this is common sense legislature that you're just not voting on. And I'm not saying the right doesn't do it. The right does it with the gun rights thing, but with the gun rights bill in terms of universal background checks. But hey, you're not the one in power right now. So how about you lead by example and lead from strength and show, you know what, we're not just the party of resistance. We can look at common sense legislation that serves the greatest amount of people for the greatest amount of good, okay? Because we do need to secure our elections, right? They're the ones that impeached Trump or tried to impeach Trump and spent billions and billions of dollars in his first term because they thought he stole the election or had some collusion with Russia in our election, right? So you care about your elections, so care about them. This is common sense legislation where everybody and all Americans overwhelmingly agree with it. But ask yourself, and I said it in my last video, do the Democrats actually care about Americans, law-abiding citizens, law-abiding Americans? I don't know. Not with temporary protected status, not with letting 13 million people in here, not giving, and under protected status, giving them work rights and access to certain benefits. Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. The evidence keeps showing we have all these incidences that you're seeing that they don't care about the law-abiding citizen. They care about drug dealers. They care about dictators. They're always outraged and protesting some fucking bullshit which is crazy to me. They don't care about the average law-abiding, hard-working, non-drug dealing, non-good citizen that does the right way and follows the right way. They don't care about the person that's waiting in line to get into America. They would say we need to protect the ones hopping the fence. This is where we are with the Democratic Party. It never used to be this way. Obama was tough on immigration. Obama was a tough, dignified president that you may not have liked his policies, but he did rule, or not say rule, he did govern from strength, and he didn't have all these stupid little identity politics and all this shit, and he still gave gay people the right to get married. You see what I'm saying? He was a moderate president. What we need is moderation. We don't need this fucking wild far left AOC shit, who's a dumbass, by the way. Anyway, this has been a Shiesty Nurse, Shiesty Politics, Shiesty Talk. Thank you. Please like this video. Please subscribe. It doesn't do, I wear a Shiesty, but I'm trying to get more people so I can take it off so I can show you my face. So if you're apprehensive about the Shiesty, I'm sorry. I'm a nurse. As you can see, nurses state their opinion and they can get doxxed. So I'm just trying to keep my job. But please like, subscribe. It costs nothing. Like the video, hit the repost, share button. Thank you. Have a blessed day.